Well, it's 2020, it's time for some new gear, so let's go over the new gear that I'm using. First off, I've changed out my trail runner that I'm using. This year I'm using this right here. This is the Ultra Lone Peak 4. I'll be using this primarily for my hiking shoe in 2020, where I don't need a waterproof shoe or a boot. But this is Ultra Lone Peak 4. I've been using it now for a couple trips and it is great. Very comfortable. The toe box on these shoes are massive, and was actually pleasantly surprised at how well they actually fit. It's a zero drop shoe. I wasn't used to the zero drop, but now that I've used it on a couple hikes and I've been using these just at work to break them in, they're comfortable. I don't know why I didn't use these sooner. All my friends are using them, tell me how great they feel, and yeah, now that I've got them on there, now I know why. So the next thing I've changed out is my sleeping pad. I was using the Climate Static V insulated light pad. I use that for all my cold weather camping, and I switched that out to this right here. This is the Thermarest X-THERM. This thing has an R value of, I believe it's 6.7 now. It just got bumped up under the new R value ratings. I've used this on quite a few trips, and this thing keeps me really warm. This is the larger version. So, was it 72 inches, 25 inches wide, 72 inches long, something like that. I'll put the specs down below. But this thing, paired with my Cedar Ridge quilt, my 0 degree quilt, has kept me really warm, almost too warm. I've been sweating a couple times when I wake up, so I've got to change my sleep system a little bit just because of how warm this is. Don't need all the layers that I was using before. The next piece of gear is my filtration bag. I use a Be-Free filter, and in the past I've been using the Hydro Pack bags. But I'm going to switch it out now to this right here. This is the NEOAIR Vecto 2 liter. A friend used this in Utah, and it was just so much easier to put the water in the bag. So I'm going to be using this one now. This is the NEOAIR 2 liter Vecto. Great bag. It's easy to open. Get the water and you just scoop it right up through. I don't have just this little opening here that I'm trying to get the water into. It's actually got the back end of it opens up, and I can easily put water in there. So this is my new filtration bag for 2020. Also for 2020, I'm a 6 Moon Designs ambassador again. So with that, I get some more gear. So here's some 6 Moon Designs gear that I'll be taking on the trail that they sent to me. First off here is the GATEWOOD cape. I have not taken it out of the bag yet because I'm waiting for a chance to seam seal it. I'm going to be doing a full video on this, showing how to seam seal the GATEWOOD cape. So hopefully I'll have some good weather soon on that so I can seam seal it for you. On top of that, I've also got this right here. This is a Serenity net from 6 Moon Designs. And this thing right here comes in at 10 ounces. So if I want to, if I just don't want to use the cape as a tarp setup, I can use this with the bug net here, the Serenity net. So that is a new shelter for me that I'd like to use for 2020. So on top of the new tent from 6 Moon Designs, the GATEWOOD cape, I've got 3 packs that I get to use this year. So in the past I was using the minimalist pack from them, and now they've got 3 other packs that they sent me that I'll be using this year. First off is the day pack. This right here is the DAYBREAKER pack. Let's see here, bring it back a little bit for you. This pack here is perfect for day hikes. It's got a little brain up here, nice deep pockets that I can actually put water bottles in. It's got a nice mesh pocket here, and then on the shoulder harnesses here, I've got little pockets here I can put water bottles in if I want to, or snacks. And then it also has just this waistband here, small one. There's no pockets on here, but if I want to, I can actually clip that off. There's little clips right here. I don't know if you can see that, but you can take the clips off and take that off if I want to just use this bag itself without the waist belt. I've taken this bag now on just a couple day hikes, and then also used it as a carry-on bag when I went to Canyonland. So this carried all my clothes that I was changing into, and just a few other little items like my headphones, stuff like that. Okay, so the next pack here is going to be the Fusion 65. I've used this pack for a couple trips now as well, and it's a great pack. This is going to be used for some heavier loads. It's a 65 liter pack, very comfortable. It's got some nice shoulder harnesses here, and I've put a Justin's ultralight water bottle holder on here. It's got a big nice pockets on the waistband, some nice deep pockets here that I can put some water bottles in. I've actually carried on both sides 2 liters each. held it no problem. The pocket up here in front, mesh pocket, holds a lot of my gear that I don't put inside. It's got a nice roll top design. And like I said, I've used it on a few trips, actually a couple trips now. I used it going up to a fire lookout tower, and then also used it going up towards Windy Gap, trying to get to Mount Hawkins. Carried both times around 30 pounds or so. Held up great. Very comfortable pack. And I'll be using this for those heavier loads or trips where it's maybe a 5-6 day trip where I just need this extra space in here. But I've got one more pack to show you, and I'm really excited to show you this pack. So this next pack here is also by 6 Moon Designs. I'm really excited to show it to you. I got to use a prototype of it while they were making it, and gosh, I was impressed then. And now that I've used it on the PCT, this pack is an awesome pack. This is the 6 Moon Designs Swift X pack. It's part of their 0G series. Very comfortable pack. I went with the vest option. So with the vest option here, I've got a couple little pockets. I can put food in here. I've got a water bottle holder. Holds up great. Oh, still got something here from a hot hand in there. I've got zippered pockets in here so I can put other things in here like little snacks, which is great. I had it on during the PCT and I just kept putting my snacks in there and pulled them out, eating them. It was easy access. It's got some nice pockets on here on the hip belt too. They're big enough that I could put some little snacks in there. I had my phone in there, stuff like that, batteries. Holds up great. And this is made of light skin material, which is waterproof. Let me just give you a little roundabout on it here. Like I said, it's got the vest option. The vest itself is very comfortable for somebody my size. If you're a little bit bigger than me, it might not be the best thing for you. You might want to go with a regular shoulder harness. But the vest, for me, it was comfortable. Like I said, it's got a couple little pockets on there. Zippered pockets, I could put snacks in there. I was using it's not a 1 liter, it's like a ½ liter smart water bottle. And that fit in here great. But very comfortable pack. It is also another roll top design. It's got a big mesh pocket here on the front that I can put a lot of my gear in, like my ditty bag, my toiletries, stuff like that. That stayed out here, batteries as well. When I was doing the prototype, I had it up to 30 pounds. Actually, tried to get it even heavier. I put a piece of log on here. I carried up the little Jimmy. I had my my Z-Lite on the side. I was trying to really weigh it down just to see how much weight I could put on there. And I had it around a little bit over 30 pounds. And it actually rode very comfortable up to little Jimmy. I've used this on the PCT. I was probably around 25 pounds. And it was comfortable the whole weekend. I was doing a lot of miles this past weekend on the PCT. And I never thought like, oh man, my shoulders are hurting from this pack, or my waist was hurting, nothing like that. This pack rode like a dream. So that pack right there is the 6 Moon Designs Swift X. Well, that's going to be it for my new gear for 2020. Heck, I might be throwing a few more things down the line because it's early in the year. But if you got any questions on any of the gear I got here, leave it in a comment below, or check out the specs. There's going to be links below to all this products I got here, and you can check it out. That'll be a best way to find the specs out. If you like the video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Ring the bell for any notifications of any new videos I got coming out. Until the next one, thanks for having me.